Good evening,
Okay.
everyone. This is April Wagner, and I'm so thrilled you took the time on Memorial Day weekend to join us, but it's going to be well worth your time. We are so super excited about LifeVantage and all that's going on, a lot for Bobby and I personally. You know, this is an industry we've been in for 27 years, done extremely well. About 18 months ago, we partnered with LifeVantage, and it has been huge for us. We are just so super excited about it. We actually made a big change. We had been in a rather large house for the last 10 years, which was really a full-time job in itself, with all the different things that were going on and stuff. And so we've actually moved into a luxury townhouse now, and around a lot of people, super excited about that. But it's going to give us the ability to be able to travel and get around and spend, days and weeks and even a month if we want, just to be able to leave and just, lock the doors. And we're super excited about that's going on. But, that gives you a huge opportunity if that's something that you want. So, this is an opportunity, like I said, for the last 27 years. Started out, we had 2 children. Another one came along the way. We raised those children. We went to many baseball games, having the time to do all that, having the time to travel with them. So we were always able to manage both, but we found ourselves empty nesters. All of our children are gone now. And so we're on to another phase of our life. And a lot of it is built around LifeVantage and the opportunity that we've been handed, and really feeling so blessed with all that's gone on in just the last 18 months with LifeVantage. So, again, we're excited, but we're even more excited about the guest speaker we have tonight. And I can't think of a better person to be able to, share these products with you. He was an OBGYN for 18 years, worked with holistic medicine for, probably the next 18 years at this point. But, he gets to choose what he's done. He's been very, very successful, always been very, very successful. Fancy cars, jets, big houses, has done extremely well. I venture to say I know he makes a lot of money based on his lifestyle, his beach house that he now has. And this is something that he is actually choosing to do. So, Dr. Dekel, are you out there, or can we see you?
Yeah, yes, I'm right here. It's great to be with you.
Good, good. So
from my headquarters in Hilton Head Island.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really curious. What made you decide to take this on as another venture for yourself? I know why we're excited, but what about you?
It's a very good question, because you're absolutely right. Back in 1992, my income was 7-figure income. Obviously, I was working my butt off, but I was earning an excellent amount of income. But in 1992, managed care came to town, and that was the first time in my 40-year career in medicine that I realized that they're in control of everything. They're in control of my income. They're in control of what I can do, what I cannot do. And I was not happy with it. And unfortunately, I was right, because in 8 years, they were able to cut down my income by 50%. Then in 2000, my neck and back decided that I can't do surgery anymore. So, as I say, in 40 years, I've got 2 different items, 2 incidents that I had no control over. That only enhances and really multiplied my reasoning to start another business. Okay, and my goal is to really duplicate and surpass my current income. Not that I want to retire. I love what I do in holistic medicine, and to me, it's not even work. To me, it's a lot of fun. I work much, much less than the 80 to 100 hours in OBGYN. For me, it's like child's play at this point. But one thing that I cherish most is independence. Independence in everything, and especially as far as my finances go. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with that, but 100 Congress people from the Democratic side is proposing legislation to do Medicare for all, which is not the only problem. They also want to abolish private medicine care. In other words, no insurances, no private insurance, but also forbidding any contracts with doctors to do private pay. Now, I don't think it's going to pass this 2 years, but if we lose the Senate, they can. And especially if we lose the presidency, they can. So they can actually legislate me out of what? Out of practice. By then, I intend to earn high six-figure income, and that's not going to be a problem for me because I'm not going to work for the government. So that's my reasoning of being here.
Good reasoning. Just like us, it gives us all the time freedom, money freedom, all types of freedom. I know Bobby and I personally have made more and have a lifestyle a lot more than we ever dreamed of. But I think you're going to share some product information with us now. And like I said, I can't think of anybody better. You're well versed in these products.
Well, thank you. And again, it's interesting because when I first introduced this product, I was not looking for a product because I have about 80 different products in my practice that are doing very well and achieving all the needs that my patients have. But when Bobby told me, before you say no, check it out on PubMed, and I said, what the hell is doing PubMed? And then I said, well, let me take a look. And once I saw the benefit of this product, actually in articles that are peer-reviewed in PubMed, I said, well, I have 80 products right here, but none of them reduces oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. In holistic medicine, just about anything that has to do with any disease process relate to free radicals, relate to oxidative stress. So just on the two products among the multitude that we have, for that alone, it was definitely worthwhile to join and to promote it because we see incredible results. So really what we're talking about is instead of being hijacked, we are looking to being biohacking, which is what? Optimizing our genetic potential, becoming the best version of ourselves. The next slide will talk about the Protandim, our flagship. Okay, it's really, I like to call it the Protandim system. Why system? Because it has two different products in one. Okay, the NRF2, which was the first one that was put together by Dr. Joe McCord back in 2003, really a combination of 5 natural ingredients. And as you can see at the bottom of it, these are the 5 ingredients. And the most important part of this is that it was proven to reduce, as we said before, oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. And you say, well, how do you know that? Because where's the proof? Well, there is a blood test called T-bars, and T-bars actually assess our oxidative stress in our body, measuring the oxidation of fatty acids, lipids. When you take a baseline and you take the Protandim, the NRF2 synergizer, NRF stands for Nuclear Respiratory Factor 2, that's what it means, you will see that within 30 days, your oxidative stress went down by 40%. Not only that, increases the lifespan by 7%. So in human life, it talks maybe 5, 6 years. I don't know about you, but I want to take it. I want to utilize that. So this is a major breakthrough that the pharmaceutical companies are stumbling over each other, spending billions of dollars to try to make a prescription drug that they have patent on. In fact, a company by the name of Biogen has spent $400 million to develop a drug called Tecfidera that they claim it has NRF2 capabilities. 2 little problems though. One, costs $80,000 a year, small little fortune. And secondly, it has tremendous side effects. Here we have a system of the NRF1, NRF2 that costs $86 with much better and no side effects. Here you have the circle of inflammation and chronic diseases. Okay, so as you can see, all the organs are affected by it, and just about any chronic disease in the book is related to oxidative stress. So the next slide, we'll talk about what kind of validity, what kind of, how would I say, expert opinion do we have to assess and to claim the success we have. So if you can see the institutions that made those studies and published it, anywhere from Harvard University, Colorado State, etc., these are not institutions that actually got paid by LifeVantage to do the studies. They did the studies because they are very, very intrigued and interested with NRF1 and NRF2. And that's why we did it. That's why they did it. And that's why we have the extra assurances that this product actually does what the claims are. The next slide is going to show that what? We have actually US patents, 4 US patents, I think 12 international patents. It was featured in ABC, PBS, Dr. Phil, et cetera, et cetera. So this is not a secret anymore, mainly because we changed the system. Because back in 2003, this product was on the shelf of GNC in the anti-aging section. And after not selling for 6 years, back in 2009, changed the marketing system, and now we are a $250 million company. So the next slide, we'll talk about the NRF1, the sister product that is actually also composed of 5 ingredients, which you see on the bottom. What does that do? It increases ATP. ATP stands for energy molecule in the cell. Okay, what we do is we take carbons, combine it with oxygen in the mitochondria, which is small little organelles in each cell. We produce ATP that keeps us alive. The NRF1 messenger or synergizer or activator actually supports the mitochondria to make more energy and to boost their ability to network. So on one hand, we have more energy. However, we have to remember one thing. We need oxygen to live on. Great. But oxygen kills us slowly. Because why? The byproduct of making ATP creates free radicals. Free radicals are unstable molecules that are short of electrons. These unstable molecules, by stealing back and forth electrons, creating damage to the mitochondria itself, to the cells itself, create early death of the cells, and also accelerate the aging. And as I said before, it's the basis of just any and all chronic diseases. So as we have more energy, we're creating more free radicals. The NRF2 increases the capabilities of the cell to create catalase, SOD, and glutathione. These are major, major natural antioxidants that have the capability of neutralizing millions upon millions of these hungry, starving, unstable free radicals. And that's the beauty of the 1 and the 2 working together. The next slide is going to show us that we actually won a bronze star, I think a year ago, and this was awarded to the company because of the new introduced product to the market. So, and what we have here is really the Vitality Stack, which is a combination of the NRF1, NRF2, we just spoke about, but also the omega-3. Now, a lot of you heard about omega-3. No omega-3, no life. Little omega-3, bad life. Okay, so how about making omega-3 the right amount that we need? It's a major component of brain function and structure. Okay, the American diet is poor in omega-3. Okay, the ratio between omega-3 and omega-6. Now, omega-3 is a anti-inflammatory fatty acid, whereas the 6 is pro-inflammatory. The ratio should be not more than 1 to 4 between the 3 and the 6 in order for us to be non-inflammatory. The American diet is 1 in 15. In other words, for every one molecule of omega-3, we have 15 of omega-6. The only way to balance that is by taking supplementation. Not only that, anybody who thinks of pregnancy, it was proven that taking omega-3 during pregnancy increases IQ by 10 points. Well, guess what? I would like those 10 points. I would like to stay there. The last component of the 3 products we have in the Vitality Stack is the probiotics. I cannot overemphasize the importance of probiotic. We have about 95 trillion cells in our body, give or take a few. We have 10 times more bacteria in the gut than cells in our body. So we are 95% bacteria and 10% human. I know it sounds crazy, but it is. So everything that happens in the gut affects us tremendously, for good, for bad, or otherwise. So how about supporting the gut bacteria by taking the product that we have, the probiotics, that are actually patented in a way to deliver the right amount or 60% of the available bacteria to where it's supposed to go. Because it's not enough to take, let's say, Probiotics says we have 30 billion colonies. How many of these colonies, what's the percentage actually gets where it's supposed to go? Well, with our product, because of controlled release, 60% gets to the target, whereas usually other products on the market gets about 4%. Major, major, major difference. Okay, so by taking that, and I tell all my patients in holistic medicine, if you don't take probiotics, you are really exposing yourself to disease, chronic, accelerated aging, and other major, major issue. So I think that, do we have any other slides for me, or I think that's it? Okay, well, I tell you what, I'll now move back to the queen of our business, no other but April Wagner. Take it over.
Aw, thanks. You did a great job. I mean, you know, just summing it up, when you think about all the anti-aging and controlling all the different disease states out there and longevity, wow, that's exciting. So I don't know who wouldn't want to use those products. I mean, and what's cool is that NRF2 activation is actually in a lot of the rest of our line that I'm going to talk about really, really briefly, because it is so important that people understand NRF2 activation and what that reducing of the oxidative stress can do for you. And for each of us, it's different, but it is huge. We have a really strong weight loss line as well. We've got a protein, we've also got a fat burning product, and we've got a prebiotic, which is very, very helpful in those looking to lose weight. We also have our Axio. This is a tremendous product, helps, we had it labeled as energy, got a lot of good vitamin B's and C's in it, but what it really does, brain health and focus. And you know, nowadays we can't think enough about all the people that are having Alzheimer's, dementia, and all these other different things. Even just something as simple as being able to focus, some clarity of mind. A lot of times, you know, people just aren't able to focus. So this is a great product, 5 different formulations in this. 3 have a little bit of caffeine in it, 2 have absolutely none. And we have all ages drinking this, including Dr. Dekel right now is doing the grapefruit, we can see. The skincare has the NRF2 activation in it. So we're doing NRF2 activation with Protandim on the inside, again, so we can reduce that aging. What about on the outside for the skin? You can see the studies at the bottom of the screen here, but we have gotten tremendous results. Love this line, no smell to it, very easy to use. The tubes are labeled 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't get easier, but boy, do we see results with this. And people, if you're using this for the first time, please, please take a picture, because you will be amazed at how well your skin looks after you're using this really for just 30, 60, 90 days. And, you know, when you look at yourself all the time, you kind of forget that, what your skin looked like and how much better it actually can look. Same thing with the hair care line. If you're using it for the first time, nobody knows what the back of their head looks like. So go ahead, take a picture, you know, and then do it again in a month. I've done it with my whole family. I've done it with my husband. I've done it with my son. Amazing results that they've gotten with this, because again, we're using that NRF2 activation on the inside, which is truly unique to our company. We are the only one out there, and I don't care whether you talk about pharmaceutical, non-pharmaceutical, that has this patented process, and now we have it in our hair care. Only had this for about 6 months, but I can't tell you how many pictures, how many testimonies we've gotten from, again, this very, very easy system to use. This is a little bit about the history of our company, and it's a pretty fascinating history. Company actually, or actually I should say that the product was actually created back in 2003, sat on the shelves of GNC. Luckily, ABC Primetime, John Kahunas did a investigative undercover report looking for the negative. It came out very, very positive with the results he got. He got reduction of oxidative stress, 45%. In a little over 2 weeks. It was like 2.5 weeks. So he got better than the results we even claim. And the best way to market this product truly is we need people, medical professionals, non-medical professionals out there explaining exactly what NRF2 activation is. It's like getting 1,000,000 times per second the antioxidant value, which you can't do with direct antioxidants. But you know, I've enjoyed working in this industry. I've worked for the last 27 years with my husband, and I told you a little bit about before, you know, every couple of decades depending on what our kids are doing, when they were born, when they were playing baseball. Now they're all graduated. We followed them through college. We're empty nesters. So we're super excited about just traveling the world, building our business, and just love the ability, the time freedom, the money freedom that this opportunity truly gets. So I'm going to introduce you to my better half, and he's going to take you through the money side of this whole business. So if you'll hold on just 1 second.
Hey everybody, it's Bob Wagner, and Dr. Dekel, you are awesome. You're awesome. Well, I see that smile on your face. You know when you're a good man. You were good. But thank you. We appreciate it. And you know, I'm listening in the other room while April and Dr. Dekel are talking, and you know, we got to work with Dr. Dekel in our first opportunity. And we each earned 7 figures in that business. Okay, we're very successful. And then we were apart for about 12 years, and we got hooked up again, you know, a little over a year ago. And it's so exciting because we're at different stages of our lives now. And, you know, I know Dr. Dekel very much wants to continue to change the world through what he knows in holistic medicine. And a big part of that is with LifeVantage. You got to realize these products are patented and we have no competition. And when you have an opportunity like this, where you're the leader in the science, you're the leader in nutrigenomics. We were a biotech company that converted to a direct sales network marketing company, okay? We weren't a couple business guys who decided to start a network marketing company and then go find a product. Okay, and nothing wrong with that. Business is business, but I want you to understand we were the leaders in our science first and still are to this day. So what I want to talk to you about over the last 10 minutes is, you know, I want you to dream again, okay? I want you to think about what it is in your life that you would like to be doing more of, and what it is in your life, okay, that you would like to be doing less of. See, when people a lot of times don't understand opportunity, and they think opportunity costs money to get started. No, opportunity costs money, okay, in a way, in revenue you don't earn if you don't do it, okay? It doesn't cost money to start the business because you get more value in the inventory than you paid for, okay? You get more product than it costs, but what if this is one of those times when you got a heads up on something that's going to be a multi-billion-dollar company and you're finding out about it early, and we're already in about 15 countries, as you see on the screen, okay? We're already in about 15 countries, but we're going to be in about 100 countries 5 years from now. And you say, well, Bobby, you know, I don't know anyone in another country. Yeah, well, people you know do. And people they know do. And you know, it was just, what is it, about 2 months ago, April and I were in Barcelona, Spain, helping open and launch Spain. And we didn't know anybody in Spain, but we had a team of Dutch distributors who knew a lot of people, okay, in Spain. So in about 3 weeks, okay, and you know what I want to share with you is this, you know, this coming weekend, April and I are going to be up in Hilton Head with Dr. Dekel and Zoma up there doing our virtual Saturday meeting and stuff. And it's going to be our first weekend away since we made this change. So we're coming to you, Moshe, first. Okay, we're coming to you first. But then a couple weeks later, okay, we're going to Europe and we're going to be part of opening Belgium, okay, along with our Dutch distributors, okay, our Dutch and German distributors. So, you know, our new way of doing business has already started, but I want you to dream. I want you to be thinking, what if, okay, you found out about the products, you know you got to use the products, okay? Whoever got you on this webinar, you know at least you got to use the products and start getting the rust inside our body to leave. See, that's what it is. You know, Dr. Dekel gets all nice and sciencey with you, and April gets all smart with you. I'm just telling it like it is, okay? You know, when you leave something outside like metal, it rusts, right? And you need to treat it in a special way to get the rust off it. Well, folks, that's what's going on in our bodies. It's rusting, okay? And we need to put something in it to get rid of the rust, and it's called protandum nerve 2, okay, in the Vitality Stack. So when you got a product like that that's going to get rid of the rust, okay, why in the world wouldn't you at least start doing that? But if you're going to do that, why in the world not get paid for it? Why shouldn't you just not, at least get your product for free? So I want to share with you some of the opportunities within LifeVantage that got us so excited. Years ago in our first company, and we spent 25 years with that company, we did presentations in hotel rooms. We did presentations in offices. We did presentations in meeting rooms and conference rooms. That's kind of the way you did business from the middle of the 80s to, I don't know, 9/11 time, even 10 years ago. Well, now it's all different, okay? Everything's online now. The business is done from a laptop or an iPad or a smartphone. Okay, and we have an app that we can do everything from our phone. We can do it online. The same way we're doing this Zoom webinar with you tonight, it could be done anywhere, anytime around the world with just a couple clicks, and it's free. See, the world has changed, and with those changes is where the freedom comes from. So that's what we're excited about, okay? The system and the way we go about doing business. We have a very easy operating system, checkout system. It's not Amazon. Amazon's Amazon, okay? But we have maybe one more click to get out than Amazon does. But it's a fast, speedy way of doing business, either from your phone or from your iPad, okay? When you're looking at growth of a company, this is the part, you have to understand this, okay? Dr. Dekel has been in this industry with us, okay, from the time we met, okay, we've been in it about 27 years, probably 25 years for him. We met him about 2 years into it. He never heard of Protandem. He never heard of the patents. He never heard of LifeVantage. And me and April were in the business full-time for 27 years, and we never heard of it. So you have now heard of it, okay? But we are right here, folks, okay, getting ready to do one of these tremendous, okay, momentum swings as a company. And that's the opportunity that you have. You have a chance to be a part of making the Vitality Stack and Protandem and LifeVantage a household word. See, it's not yet, but it will be in the coming years. And you have a chance, if you want to start dreaming again, of doing that. Now, here's real simple, okay? There's a couple different ways that you can get started. You can get started as a customer. You could get started, as a distributor. And as a distributor, all you're doing is buying some product at a bigger discount and giving the company permission to pay you when you talk about your testimony and other people want to buy it. That's it. Okay, it's that simple. You're obligated to nothing, but you have the opportunity to build it as big as you want to build it. Okay, look, Dr. Dekel and April and I were on the same page. We want to build an organization that's doing over $1 million a month because it'll pay you over $1 million a year. If that's it, that's our number. But that don't need to be your story. Look, you can get involved and get paid a 40% commission every time you enroll a new customer and or a new distributor, okay? And that gets paid weekly. And you get 4 or 5 of those coming in, and before you know it, you're getting your product for free. You get 4 or 5 more coming in, and before you know it, your product's free and you're earning money. And then you take it from there and go as far as you want with it. It's entirely up to you. We want to go the whole way. It took us 12 months. The company gave us a new Jeep, okay? And we're already entitled to the global revenue sharing bonus. It's kind of like, it's not profit sharing, it's revenue sharing. And it's where you get a piece of the pie, okay, of global sales. Everything is documented in this business. You don't need to take Dr. Dekel's word for it. You don't need to take my word for it. You can go to Yahoo Finance and just look up, okay, we've been on, where we just celebrated our 10-year anniversary. We're going to have a big party in July in Kansas City to celebrate it, but it was just this week. But you can go online and verify the average monthly income of the distributors in this company based on the rank they're at what their monthly pay is and what their annual pay is. You don't need to take anybody's word for it. It's right there. Securities and Exchange Commission look at it. Federal Trade Commission looks at it. It's all above board, folks. This is the real deal. Okay, so as I said, you have a choice. You can become a customer and pick one of those packages that Dr. Dekel talked about, or you can become a distributor. And a distributor, you can start for $350, $650, or $1,250. Those are the options. Okay, so here's what I'm going to recommend because I want to stay right on time. Number one, thank you for taking a half hour on Memorial Day weekend to listening to what we have to say. But here's what you need to do. You need to get a LifeVantage ID number, either as a customer or as a distributor. So as soon as this webinar ends, and that's going to be in about a minute, okay, get back immediately with the person that sent you the link and say, I want to enroll in the business or I want to enroll as a customer. And that's all you need to do, okay? And they will help you do it. They will either text you or send you a link to their website so you can enroll yourself, or they'll help you enroll. And then plug into the system. Here's one thing I can tell you. You're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. And the support that you will get from the people that are involved in the business, for Pete's sake, look, we're doing a webinar on Sunday night of Memorial Day weekend for you, okay? The support that you will get from this business, if you join us, no matter what your goals are, whether it's making, getting the product for free, getting yourself a new vehicle all paid for, or going, traveling the world and building a business, whatever it is, we will help you attain your goals. You just need to get started. So thank you very much for joining us. I really appreciate your time. Thank you to all our veterans out there, past, present, and future. We greatly appreciate the dedication and sacrifices that you make. And this webinar is over. Thank you. Bye-bye.